I don't even want to know what Microsoft's sitting at right now. Oh, it's actually. How is Microsoft? What in the world? It was at 411. Those puts are like 60% of what I sold them for, and Microsoft went down. That IV crush. PDD had a tough overnight as well. Why is Max server muted? I think some people are taking the morning off. Are you going to trade full size after FOMC? Then no, I don't think that would be wise. I would keep your risk the same today. Just because what you don't want is to catch two winners before FOMC and then catch one loser and be break even. But I wouldn't be opposed to half size all day. Interesting gap up so far today. We've got news in 5 minutes on Chicago PMI, and then at 10 o'clock for, oh, what was it? Pending home sales. Got the 312 up on the 5 on NQ, but obviously this is before 9:45, but it looks like we're breaking out. Got to be mindful. I'm not even going to drop down to the 1 minute for a little bit. Got to be looking at these higher time frames. Swept liquidity down here. So now we're looking for where's liquidity resting at to the left. I went ahead and marked out some liquidity from that we generated with NFP in June and May. I'm really targeting the May highs. If we make a move down, I'm probably going to throw on some sort of swing to the puts, to the put side. But we're above resting liquidity from Thursday of last week. We've just got these big fair value gaps, and then looking at how price reacts in those. But we're going to have our 15-minute open range here in about 3 minutes, and then we'll have a game plan. That is beneficial. Thank you.
Range if it does not go.
We get short again. Today's anything like the last 2 days. We top out here early in the morning and we just sell off hard. Remaining portion of the morning. Nick, you're flat. D, you're flat. Short again.
Yep.
Today's anything like the last 2 days.
And I am out of all my call position. My entire long position is now closed.
Got to show something for tradertainment today, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna trade futures here in a second, but that was a position that kind of made sense, and I even was joking with Hogue. Even if we were to get Armageddon today, this was at least a hedge against any wild top.
Good morning, Schneel. Good morning, Jesse. Hope you slept well. I did actually.
To the downside, if we were to get bad news, or we would have
we are selling off
weakness after AMD also reported
news in 1 minute, or else I'd be looking to short this thing.
This options play was almost like a logical thing that made sense to me, but also just knowing that I can trade a different instrument with my Top Step Live account to kind of play the opposite side and kind of use that as a hedge if I really wanted to.
All right.
All right, inside a minute here, Chicago PMI, you're looking at 45.
News in 30 seconds.
Prior 47.4. And the number we're looking at, trying to get this above 50. So
I wanted to flatten before that number came out. I just took 2R on that short. Now I'm currently up 244.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
Let's go.
You timed that perfectly.
Yeah, you did.
Where did we reject?
Check your positions.
415.
Love it when a plan comes together.
All right, 10 seconds.
All right.
Yep.
Let's see what this number does.
All right, news is
Flat,
out.
all flat now.
This is orange folder.
45 expectation.
Dome's thin.
Chicago PMI coming in at 45.3, a little better, a little higher here, and higher than expected. We're looking positive, bullish for the dollar. Chicago PMI determines the
Came in a little higher than expected. 45.3 for a forecast, 44.8.
Grab yourself a pizza, Italian beef, and have at it. Thank you, Andre.
little
Is
better.
that in Cicero too?
Cicero.
Hey, in Cicero. In Cicero, you got to go to Freddy's. If you're in Cicero, Freddy's on
Mick
16.
That's what Mick was saying.
No.
Mick was talking about Freddy's the other day.
Oh my gosh. Old school Italian.
Sounds amazing.
Morning, Alpha. Morning,
Old
Maximilian.
school
I thought you
Italian.
were somebody in my
There he is.
who I trade with.
Tick for a tick. What are we looking at?
I got two people that I know with Elmo profile pictures. That was not on my bingo card.
Oh, Mick.
Now they're out. Now I'm out. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't realize they didn't all get filled because we had the news and then we shot down. So I was trying to actually be out. I guess I could have held a couple for runners, but no, I want to be out. That was a 400% return in like 12 hours. So I'll take that.
Overnight.
Gold kicking it north side.
Sure is. Are these all-time highs? 2471.
No.
Get higher? Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
so.
it's
Like 87,
little
I can
higher.
tell
you.
Seen 25.
Could be looking to the downside here.
Because last
I'd really want this 15-minute to trigger short.
So the
That'd be at
high
310.
piece all time.
First trigger would be under 320 here for a 5-minute 2-2 rev.
25, 37, 70.
2537. Okay, so we got some
Really?
room.
That's the December contract. So that's the high in futures right there, highest ever.
Gold's expensive.
Gold just trucking along to the upside right now.
Right. Hey,
Hey,
we got
morning.
we got the big guy here. So I'm gonna sign out of here. I'll be here in the background if whatever your needs might be. Great to have a little while for you guys with you guys this morning. Trade well, everybody. Remember, manage expectations early. Anything can happen later. We'll see you in a little while.
Nice trade, John.
All right, Johnny.
I have a sell stop at 76.82 on oil.
Hello. What's up, guys?
Good
Hello,
morning.
kind sir.
What is up?
I have this on my monitor that I'm about ready to throw away. This is when we were all by 5 every morning. By
Oh,
5
those
last
days.
day.
Those days are.
Remember those days 3 weeks ago?
It should be just buy the Globex Open, it seems like, after a night like last night.
I know. What's the good word? Why are we up?
Microsoft?
It's very surprising that NQ had such a bullish overnight with
Pretty good. I
with
added
how
to my
Microsoft
long-term,
earnings went.
Equity indexes last night or yesterday
Yeah,
in the afternoon. Yeah.
might as well. Yeah, we got FOMC here. MP, we got a number coming up in 12 more
About
minutes.
10 minutes.
Yep,
Yeah,
10 minutes.
give it
And then we got FOMC this afternoon.
Do have crude oil at 10:30,
Zones have been pretty tight. Range has been pretty
but
tight.
50 minutes should give me plenty of time to
Waiting.
be in and break even
So,
before that.
Range in the- Go ahead.
It's my thought
AMD
process.
also beat their earnings yesterday after the bell.
Yeah.
The AMDs were actually very good.
What do we think about the consolidation?
Janelle said consolidating between 19,315 and 415, essentially.
Take a look at are you just at the
Yeah,
daily
I would
down?
say
I have to look at the daily.
I would give it a little more breathing room, just under 300, so like the 280s, and then up to the 420s. We kind of talked about it yesterday. If you're big money, you're not looking to
Does it stay in the range?
Patience.
start a trend yet.
19,370. Straight in.
It was bearish 2 minutes after you left and closed live yesterday by like 100 points. I was shocked you left 2 minutes early. Yeah, yesterday was a good day for me though.
Any price levels you're looking for? in crude or gold for that
So
matter?
I'm, you know,
I know. I'm
there.
not,
One thing you'll
focusing much on commodities
see
right
the
now.
more you trade is there will always be money left on the table. And if you go around trying to pick up every penny that the market owes you in your mind, then you're certainly not going to be making a lot of money.
Similar to that idea,
So yeah, there will be missed opportunities, but it's all about executing when you're according to your trade plan. And for me, that trade planning says that I'm done after 11. Very, very rarely will I break that. And I have to be in a good state of mind to break that.
Also points areas where we can have trouble breaking through. And then to the upside, I mean, I do have the average session range high, a little bit higher up, because this one was an average daily range. So that's at 55.50. But if we start going higher, that means that we're ignoring the ADR high. And that's going to mean that ASR high is probably not going to do much. We're just going to keep shooting up. So for now, I'm just watching, waiting. Out of all of these, actually, Dow looks pretty interesting to me because it is at value area high at 40,950. That's the value high from yesterday. And it's still having trouble. So I'm just trying to see some commitment to either side. There's a big fight going on.
Gonna take off my CL limit for now.
For about...
Gonna wait probably for a 5-minute trigger.
So once we get some volume coming in, that would be a nice area for
Gold sweeping highs right now. NQ taking a little leg up right now.
We also have VWAP, overnight VWAP around this level too. And on the daily chart, it's still pretty bullish. I mean, compared to some of the other equities that have gone into a correction.
Got a 2 up there on the 5.
Sort of La La Land and, you know,
New 2-minute here.
It really is. It really is.
So I'm kind of interested in the Dow purely from that perspective.
Mute button.
No, I know. Sorry. I thought I had it on, I tell you the truth.
Warming up the pipes. Warming up the pipes.
Chilly here this morning.
Is it?
Well, I'm having a heat wave in London.
Yes. London's having a heat wave.
I'm sure 100 degrees here in Dallas.
Sure, Texas is nice and hot.
We are perfect here. And you know what, Nick? There are so many many Texas plates here in town. Every SUV has black rims. What's the thing down there with black rims? Everybody has them. It's got to be.
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I've never actually noticed that. People are driving.
I'm taking this NQ long, 80.25.
Get out of the heat. It's tons of Texas people rolling.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I don't want to be here all summer, but here I am.
I was parked next to 3 of them. And
Somebody's hot mic'd.
All 3 of them had parking tickets, and I didn't pay for parking because I was just gonna risk it, and I did not have a parking ticket.
Do you have Colorado plates?
Yeah.
I have Colorado plates. Yep. They do that.
Do it.
I do want to see some movement before, got the 212 up as well. I want to see some movement pretty quickly, or else this'll be a close.
Just up at Twitter, X, call it what you want. Use the hashtag fast market. Share your
Sitting right in the middle of the range right now.
Oh, your performance dashboard analytics. Yeah, your cool swag. What else? Memes. What else do we want to see? What else do we like there?
Everything and anything. No foot pictures.
Let's go.
Matt Anaya.
All right, stopping out a little early, 17.
Colorado is the healthiest state in the union. You're totally right. I have black rims too, so the folks out there that have black rims have it on their truck. So as I knock it, everybody has.
Got the 212 up both on the 5, and it ended up being the 1. My main trigger was the 222 on the 2-minute after the 5-minute triggered, but 15 still inside, but it was green. Valid trade, just didn't get the execution. That's all right.
Carl, how's that talk with the man in the mirror? I did journaling. I got every day this week.
Still interested short CL.
Right now is
Gold looking like a breakout long now. Came back for some liquidity down in the 240 or 2467 area.
No, I'm just an idiot at all points.
How'd that work out?
My handwriting's terrible.
The Oshkosh worked pretty well on it.
That was mine. I'm a lefty.
Oh, smear the ink.
Yeah, it's
I'm a
all
lefty
just
too.
awkward.
Right back above entry now for me. That's crazy.
Hey, D,
You
I
know
was over
these
your hand,
troubles.
you know.
You get a ton of ink on your
News and 5 on NQ.
London Open going,
Yeah.
D.
Yeah, it's going right. I didn't do any trading today because we had a very quiet day because of obviously FOMC and everybody's a bit sleepy. So yeah, I didn't do anything, but we had a really nice educational session. We answered a whole bunch of questions, and I'm actually getting some really nice, polite people. Nick Fortick popped in, so he was in the chat. You were awake
Nice, Nick.
for some reason, very
Couldn't
early.
sleep.
So thank you. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's been going really great. So we have I think we have a core number of people that are now turning up every day, and yeah, it's been really great. I'm very excited to continue and to start bringing guests on as well at some point.
Excellent. How has the markets been moving at that time on the London Open? 9:30 a.m.
Yeah,
London
I've been
time,
trading
3:30 a.m.
copper.
Central.
Yeah, so I've been trading copper because some of the other products tend to be a little bit more range bound during London. And usually I would, ship my...
Shanil said, I feel like I gotta pick up pennies. I'm a broke man no matter what career I have. That's the reason I got into trading. Yeah, but trust me, trading, you can make, I mean, obviously a couple thousand a month would be life-changing for most people, and that's very, very feasible, especially with futures. And with futures, you only need to make about 20 points a day to make that.
It actually moves more during Asia and London than it does.
If you make 20 points a day,
for some strange reason, maybe it's a summer thing,
you can make several thousand a month. Definitely 2,000.
Everyone tune in. London opening call 3:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 a.m. London time. So
D. I woke up at 3 and I sat up and I said, I'm going to go join D. I said, I'm going to lay down for one more minute.
ES did not go as high as NQ did there. Gonna have some divergence.
It happens.
Hogan's back.
I'm coming. I'm going to be there.
News in 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it is very early, so I get it if you can't quite make it. I remember the first evening when I tried to watch the Coda because it's like 2 a.m. my time, and I was just in bed, so I was kind of in the chat probably for about 15 minutes, and I just passed out because I normally go to bed at like 11, and I'm like out like a light. So that was a very late evening, but I wanted to be there. So yeah, I can imagine it's the same if you're trying to really wake up and you're still in bed and it's all like nice and cozy. You're like, yeah, I'll watch it.
We got a lot of folks locking it up today. That means
Right.
top step back.
You see that? Yeah.
Some folks saying they are having issues. You guys, I didn't have any lag. We got people locking it up. Great job already out of the gate.
Smart
I
people.
Like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Number in less
Oh,
than
and
2
then the
minutes.
Eurex and the DAX. We're having
Wow, what's happening?
it's a bigger lift because of the conversion currency. I don't know.
Yeah. Takes are in euros.
It's happening.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it is happening. It's just I don't know where it's happening or when, but it should be happening this year.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I
Meat
know,
is locked out on my crack.
I have a lot of people asking me when it's coming, and then because they know that I trade DAX, they're like, "Do we have DAX?" And I'm like, "Sorry, not yet, but it's coming."
I've seen a lot.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Feedback for it.
Check your positions. This is a minor number, but pending home sales and turn the blender on. I didn't say be quiet. I said just get ready.
Patiently waiting. We're stalking the market like market stalker. D, what is this?
Selecto, por favor. 30
Okay.
seconds.
I'm just
Sounds
melting
good, Jeff.
here, so concentrating.
Where's
How are
Johnny's
levels
home?
Those levels at UMP. 90 last
10
year.
seconds.
In between 6 and 5.
News in 5 seconds here.
Yeah, I wanted to get. I put in my journal I wanted to get short, but then I put in there let's stay patient, and I'm glad I didn't get short.
4 spot 8%, 4 spot 8%, that is higher than forecast, 1 spot 5%. The pending homes index is 74 spot 3, 74 spot 3.
Should be coming out, right?
Noting a prior revision to pending homes month over month, revised to minus 1 spot 9% from minus 2 spot 1%.
Much higher. Bless you, bless you, bless you. The U.S. pending home sales also coming in at 74.3. Need a mop?
Needs a mute button. Mute button do tricks.
I got everything going off over
I
here.
got wet on that one.
Oh my goodness. Allergy
Oh, wait,
season up there.
I thought I was gonna
Reminds
die.
me of the old days when MP was coughing his soul out into the microphone.
Yeah, I
Dry
went through
air.
a phase.
In the winter, very dry air up there.
Yeah.
And the trading floor would go. There goes $10.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Oh, good. All right.
You'd
Then
have that in the trading. Remember in the trading pit, Eddie? You'd have guys. Yeah.
Oh.
Guys that sneeze in the trading pit. You know what the joke used to be? That's expensive.
Yeah, that was a $10 sneeze.
Swear to God, somebody. That's expensive across the pit. You're like, come on, all the time. It was just like.
There goes $50.
There goes $50. Yes, that's what they
Well,
said.
that was a big sneeze.
All right. New highs in gold here. As you do see heavy
Whoa.
tilt. 90% long in gold right now. Tilt 90% long. New highs 24.72.
Yeah, gold is accelerating and finding some acceptance above weekly kickoff high, which is 24.67.
Buyers in Nasdaq and
So NQ
Is
is
this
trying
where
to
we-
break out of that range from the consolidation on the daily that MP mentioned.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
We're
going to
looking
say,
at that
is this where we
afternoon
finally get the
pullback
kid?
high from Monday, 348. Above that, and kind of breaking out above that area of balance we've been in for the last 5 days. We see some continuation that could continue.
Four handles, huh? We're in the freaking four handles. 19,400.
800.
we dipped into the 18,000 yesterday.
Well, we were actually
Talking,
what?
talking in the opening call about above 19,400. Acceptance above there puts a leg higher.
All right, so now we get long.
What was that?
So the Japanese yen rallies more than 2%
Alright.
to a session high.
Wicking above.
49.64 to the dollar.
High a day right now. ES breaking high a day.
Improved
Looking at CL shorts.
More likely to continue.
I really want it to come
Yen
up to this
strengthening
fair
as
value
Japan
gap
raised their interest
first,
rates
but
last night. Worth noting the reaction
Yeah,
was
I
tempered
agree.
by a
So
lower
we-
than
we
expected
overshot
reduction in
the
Japanese
We'll see.
government bond
I'm actually going to
purchases,
set
but
a
again,
sell
still
limit
seeing the yen
at
strengthening
77.21
below
on
that,
CL.
$150 level.
And just see if it goes up and into this fair value gap and then wicks me in. Actually, I'll drop it one tick.
So if it does pick up steam, it might be worth
Looks
going
like
with that.
it's weird. On Top Step, it looks like
Is AMD being up
CL went into that fair value gap on this 2-bar here.
on not even reporting earnings.
On AMD's earnings.
On someone else's earnings, basically.
Pretty tight.
Not terribly interested in NQ. I'm actually interested in shorting NQ, seeing as I expect this to be a range-bound day and I don't expect us to be breaking and holding highs, especially with ES at its high of day. So if I do get a reversal signal on NQ, I'm probably going to be looking short.
Confidence from Microsoft last night. They said that Microsoft says that the NVIDIA magic is working.
We'll see how, if ES can break high a day, then obviously my bias would flip.
Last night, so classic.
In on it.
You guys ever watched Nathan For You? Anybody here ever watched Nathan For You?
Yes. Casey loved that
No.
show. Casey loved that show.
There's a guy on there that he has on there all the time who he's like a Bill Gates impersonator.
Yeah.
How he
Yeah,
says,
that one's really
how he
good.
says how he says Microsoft is the funniest thing in the world. You're like, wow, it's hilarious. We should get that guy. You know what? We should find out who he is and get him on here and have him be a Bill Gates, ask him about earnings, and just have fun with it. I know, great idea. I can feel the.
Patience. We're being patient.
For a trade. I sorry, I was paying attention.
MP, get in there. All right. No trades right now. House account. Nothing right here. Tilt. Nothing really showing. Then we've
Dow has a value acceptance here because we fell into value and closed inside it. So let's see if we get some.
Did get a 15-minute 2-1 or 3-1-2 up on NQ.
It's in its own little story. Let's see if it's gonna.
Probably more apt to just sit and watch for now.
Little La La Land.
Yeah.
400
OMP.
on the pullback.
Pullback. John said if we got acceptance in these above 400, which it appears to be, more room to the upside. Yep. 10-year yield.
All right, ES is breaking higher. Watching gold for longs, possibly.
80s, 19.580s is the 50-day moving average. We ripped through it like butter on the way down.
Sure did.
On the daily.
Vicious.
Show my screen.
Come up to these 55.50s upside here in the ES. See how the market trades to that. Nick, what are you looking for in terms of levels? You looking for see what we do with this 55.50?
I'm
What's
currently
options
short
telling you?
425, a 2-lot.
Right.
But I don't know if I like it.
Short for 425 two times. 425 NQ. 2 times.
Man, that
Right, I'm gonna try short in Dow, but only on a combine because I'm not. I don't like trading on FOMC days. So I'm short 2 from 14936 for a value acceptance down.
Short 2 what, D?
I know ES is breaking higher, but
Your favorite product.
my stops would have to be probably 40 or points or so, and I don't think it has the potential to go up 40 to 80 points.
Man, that 10% pullback is just really.
What I'm thinking is, like, right now, if ES can't break over this high at 47.75 and close, even on I would say, even a 15-minute close, then I'm not interested in getting long NQ, because I think that ES is kind of like just holding one leg back. But if ES can close over that level, then I think it's a possibility NQ could go higher. But these, for every move higher, we're also just selling it.
20 yards. With my irons. Something is up.
Yeah, you got the yips right now. All right, more buyers stepping in here. NQ new highs.
I'm flat.
Yeah. Something changed. Maybe those earnings change everything.
Just natural bed keeps staying in here.
Where was it the last couple? Hot knife through butter, man.
Probably at least 2 minutes before I get into anything.
Is it where'd you go? TRDX. Where is it? Yes, hotkeys right here. They're coming. I would say less than 30 days.
Coming.
Removal of your daily loss limit on
CL coming back upwards here.
The ability to set your own is coming with
It's gonna be 40 tick stop.
12 years ago, 14 years ago, I never would have thought. Daily loss limit.
So I actually need to increase my size here.
Saying, get your stupid rules out of my way. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Here you go. Here you go, big boy.
That are going to lose $3,000 on one trade.
I'm really only looking for sell opportunities on NQ right now.
We knew that. We know that. And we tell them all the time. And they go,
I do see that it's going up, but
I won 140,000.
Sweeping this 4-hour high.
And it's gone.
We didn't even close over it on 4-hour.
Give them the rope, right?
ES is not able to hold its strength up there. I think it's going back to the bottom of the range.
That's a good one. That's what the daily loss limit is.
Never heard that.
Either.
Yeah, I've never heard that one either.
that's a new twist.
Good one.
Yeah.
That's a 2024. That's yeah.
So the cool thing about it is you just got to set it once. I mean, on Top Step X, I believe you just got to set it once.
We'll see.
When you start the account.
Pretty important close here on ES. As long as this doesn't shoot right back down into the range, I think this could be a trigger longs.
And there'll be people that will change it, and there'll be people that will remove it, and there'll be people that go on tilt. I've even done it. But now it's your
you guys.
It's your personal
waiting and watching
that we're here supporting you on. So
Yeah,
that
back
will
to
be
the market spirit.
Yeah.
We've got the S&Ps. We got the S&Ps trading right at the anchored VWAP on the 30-minute chart off the all-time high. It hasn't been visited.
Yeah, NVIDIA is going. I mean, NVIDIA is pretty much following NQ, maybe a little bit higher. I saw your message in chat. Easy peasy. Yeah, look at NQ right now. Right back. Look at this 2 minute. It's about to go outside. It already did go outside. So here now I can sell this and have a good stop loss versus me trying to buy that whole thing up.
Well, the last visit was on the 23rd of July.
I'm short 27.25.
Above it has continued to hold below it, hold below it, hold below it. Now we're at it now. So this is one way or another some sort of an opportunity at this level. Let's take a look.
550.
Yes.
All-time high anchored view up. Yep, I see that right here on the top.
This is
daily
really
level.
the,
There's 10 points.
Really the kind of high of the 6-day range we've been in.
Hoag's got a check mark and Jay's got a check mark here on P.
All right, here.
Hoag, you got a check mark for a short up here? I think.
I mean, it's cheap.
I
Yeah.
put a 5 lot in, and then if it comes up to 550, I'll put another 5 lot in.
What price do we
Which it
get?
did.
I
We're at
kind of like the
49.
long.
I'd really like to see these lows down here taken, but gonna get stopped out here.
How many handles higher?
5 seconds. I'm moving stop up to previous candle high. Stop is up. So if the 1 minute goes 2 up, I'll be stopped out. Risk here is 6 points for a 20+ point reward.
What do we get on P?
49.75.
Looking to break that low. There's that low broken. So we got the 322 in the direction I want.
It's a critical area, but direction is really unknown here.
You can get the 322, the shotgun pattern, which would go 3 up, 2 down, and then 2 up, or opposite, 3 down, 3, 2 up, 2 down. And that's essentially just going to be shotgunning into a bigger move opposite of how that the first 2 bar went. Here we swept those lows. Risk, pretty risk-free trade right now.
What is it?
I've already trimmed at 10 points. Oh, I should probably alert that, shouldn't I?
551.
551. Better price.
That would be a good idea, huh?
Long down because it exited the value area and is now
Right.
shooting upward. So
Yeah. So the low end of the gap is 55.2.
So now if this
we start getting into that
if this candle goes 2 down,
Yeah.
it's likely to go retest 40s, and then the risk to reward, or the 400s.
I would not mess that one up.
And then if the 400s give out, then the risk to reward is crazy because we're probably going to look at the lows again.
I do.
And that's how we're going to attack this morning session. Stopped out. ES breaking higher.
Watching the NASDAQ sellers here.
But that is the game plan. That's how we're going to attack this morning session.
Putting in new highs. Some P's.
I got tagged into CL shorts.
Oh, man. A little more fluid, more smooth.
so does YM actually.
Yeah.
77.20 is my fill. 77.60 is my stop loss.
doesn't give me heart palpitations.
Yeah, it doesn't usually have the nervousness intro candle that really freaks me out in NQ.
Good way to put it.
Yeah.
Coming up.
You know,
Seller
after a
step
while
one.
you start with NQ and you
New
want
5 minute here in 40 seconds.
uh,
And then if I can get a 2 up, 2 down on the 5,
haven't.
certainly looking shorts.
Incredible.
Yeah.
All right.
So I can't. I'm too old for that.
Short from 55.51 20 times. Yeah, below 55.51. What's this? Short from actual showing the NASDAQ price. Leading into announced times at.
Looking short NQ on this 2-1, 2 down.
Look at the 5 minute. Like for Tick, you got anything on?
Sell stop 17.75.
I mean, if we want to have top step go risk neutral, you can always look at longs right now.
We
I like it. I like shorts up here.
feel like this is a see money, take money thing, and we don't risk a lot.
Preloading this alert. If I get filled, if it goes 2 up, I'll cancel.
Well, we're gonna risk 4 handles, 5 handles.
Right.
So
that's I don't think that's expensive.
Yeah.
Canceled the order.
New high in gold.
We got a new 5-minute candle here.
Going back, NASDAQ price action on FOMC days going back.
Ooh, gonna be an outside bar.
See to drift higher leading up into the announcement.
Interesting.
Hey, John, I got a question here in chat. You know how we have our levels in zones? Tim is asking, is there a known way where you know where a contract is staying in a particular zone?
I'm going to set a sell limit at 15.
I mean, everything is always contextual, right? If it's higher volatility, the zone is going to be bigger. If it's lower volatility, the zone is going to be a little bit smaller. It's hard to really point out anything specific to say about that because everything is always subjective in trading.
Chenille said, what gave you that doubt it won't something stupid emoji. Here, let me see if I can pop it out.
See how the S&P's just kind of
Pop out.
folded here on P. Take the rhythm of the S&Ps.
What gave you that doubt it won't be much long on NQ, ES and NQ, like what's sticking you? Well, it's just, number one, the biggest thing is the state that we're in right now. We're not looking to make higher highs and higher lows and a new trend and all that stuff before FOMC. We're going to be range bound. But also we're just every single wick higher. Look at these 2 wicks here, especially. Every time we go higher, here, I'll point it out here. You see that every time we're going higher, we have huge lower wicks, which tells me that we're selling every move up. So I'm expecting that we're, not the strongest that we've been. I probably need to get back onto some sort of level 2 platform to see Delta again. I missed that, but the Delta from Trading Views telling us that we're going higher, but we're starting to lose a little bit of steam. But we'll see. I'm fine, like I'm just setting sell stops that I'm closing that sell stop at 15. Didn't get filled. And if it keeps going higher, then that's okay. As long as I'm sticking to my rules. CL's back to break even now.
And, there we go. This thing's strong. Okay. So whammy for sure. All right. So, it did what you said it was going to do, John. On the if it does what, it's going to go higher.
Yeah, if it gets into the gap, then we had to be out. We're looking possibly for longs now.
Flip it, reverse that thing.
Breaking the 50s here. I'm willing to go long now that it's a 222.
There it goes.
I am long, 56.75.
Catching a bid. Dow catching a bid.
Yep.
Dylan, yeah, you're right. It's another day we are fighting the trend, isn't it? Huh.
All caps too. No one wants you to read that.
Oh yeah, I gotta yell that.
Hamas senior official says all options have failed with Israel.
10
no
points
other
hit.
options but
Point,
resistance.
which you clearly did overnight.
Yeah, something changed. Yeah, those earnings.
Yeah, the problem with the shorts in the ES for me is that we've now ignored the ADR high and ASR high. That tends to open up the possibility for a single direction trend day. So
Stop loss up on NQ. This is now a 10-10 risk to reward. Risking 10 points of profit to make 10 points of 10 more points of profit.
Yep.
We're buying 20 banger.
50,
Well, I mean,
49s
what
on there. If we get it.
What price? 49s?
50, 49.
10 handles, pullback.
51s.
Okay. What is do we have any other teams? Team JD. Anybody provide?
So in 10 minutes time now at the bottom of the hour,
So
we see
once
the
we
release
have
of the
initial
weekly
balance, we'll have
EIA
the
crude
initial
oil
balance that we
inventories.
can fall back on.
Forecast is a draw of
Finish
1 spot
around
1
spot
million
can be a
on the
good
prior
pullback
draw of
point
3 spot 7
after
4
the
1
fact.
million.
What
The range sees a
level's
build
that?
of 1 million to a draw of
We don't
4
have
spot
it yet.
8 2
It's gonna
million.
finish in
Also see
9
the
minutes.
All right,
gasoline
stopped out the
inventories.
rest of that.
Forecast is a draw of 1 spot 29 million on the prior
Break
draw
even
of 5
day
spot
with a
5.2 million.
Seconds, we'll have
floating
control
Distillate inventories.
winner right
Forecast
now
draw
on
of 0
CL.
spot 9 million on the prior draw of 2 spot 753 million.
Gold giving out the floor right now.
The EIA also released the inventories of crude in Cushing. The prior was a draw of 1 spot 708 million. Just keep in mind, last night we did see the release of the private API crude oil stock change, which came in at a draw of 4 spot 495 million.
55.60, 55.65. We got resistance above here. Coach, all resistance.
I'm in oil short 2468.6.
Flow zone trader. I like
And that's going to be a
more too zoomed in. Zoom out.
Maybe.
Like off spring, trapped shorts.
soft stop at 5 points.
Filled on cash gap. Stop playing counter trend till it shows weakness. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to look at my charts here in the S&Ps, oops, again. So here's the daily. All right, let's start with that. So we've got that 5% off the all-time high that is now put in a base. Yesterday on that push to the downside with a B-shaped profile, we added approximately 25,000 in open interest. Those are your trap shorts down there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then when you look at the 30-minute chart, you know, that 5% off the all-time high, put in the low yesterday. Overnight longs had a little bit of an adjustment. Now we're you know, kind of getting into that gap. We're above the volume weighted VWAP off the all-time high bar on the 30-minute. So this was an interesting area for an execution for a short or a long.
Looking short NQ.
If we get an opportunity back at that level for a long, it's worth a try.
Right.
No guarantee that anything's going to work, but you know, we're seeing.
I'm going to wait for a close under this fair value gap at 46.
I'd like to know if Jay is around. How is the volume on this push to the upside? But we do have a lot of trap longs. They've put in a bottom. The longer time frame said, hey, we get down to 5% here in the S&Ps. Let's start scooping it up. And that's what they've been doing. Now we're seeing the shorts getting squeezed.
CL going down south quick now.
That's the 10% off the all-time high.
Yep.
But we're not
Taking half R here, 20 ticks on CL.
in the NASDAQ.
All right, I just got short and just covered in my XFAs. A quick 15 points. I think I'm
Nice.
gonna lock it up because I've taken
Dirty
all this
dog.
shit trying to
Nice.
short already. So I'm gonna take
Nice
that as a
trade.
win. That's 400, almost $500.
Taking this short NQ 40.75.
I think I'm eligible for a payout, so I may be locking these up and not risking hitting 5 days on FOMC day.
Approved.
Yeah, bro.
Approved.
You go.
Send that money to.
Under
Dallas.
review.
Gold taking a dump here.
No. You're an influencer.
have
We just
to-
automatically approve you so you can post it. So.
I was gonna say I can take a screenshot or I can just record myself. Apparently that's a new thing you might have to do is record
my
all
God,
your
I've heard-
trading.
Like
I have
you
heard
do
about
have
that.
videos of yourself already, so
Yeah,
you know.
I
It's
guess
not
I just have
bad.
to show me actually live trading in a real live brokerage account to get my own payouts for my own money.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I gotta do. Just show my top set
Yeah,
TV
well,
clips.
Yeah.
I've heard about that new.
Market's trying to figure out what to do at this level.
Well,
Yeah, it's
while
excess
doing
sellers.
it,
I like that move on gold there.
doing it, Andre.
Came and immediately rejected that fair value gap there on the 2.
First, I just want to show really quick.
20 seconds for a 5-minute
My
close.
interest rate gamblers at. This is the Fed target rate probabilities for today. 3.1% the probability of the Mavericks. Will they be rewarded?
That would
Probably
be-
not, but that's the
would
way
be
it
incredible.
works. Things would go wild.
Yes, they would.
The next thing is Coach T.
In 5 minutes time
didn't get
now at
anything
the
from
bottom of
Powell
the hour,
today, but,
we see the release of the weekly EIA
Coach
inventories
T
numbers.
kind of became
Crude oil
sentient
inventories, the
yesterday,
forecast is a
took on his
draw
own
of 1 spot
avatar.
1 million on the prior draw of 3.741 million. The range is a build of 1 million to a draw of 4.82 million expected. Gasoline inventories, the forecast is a draw of 1.29 million on the prior draw of 5.5.
Let's see it happen here, NQ.
Distillate inventories, forecast is a draw of 0.9 million on the prior draw of 2.753 million, and inventories of crude in Cushing, the prior is a draw of 1.708 million. Just turning your attention to the API stock change numbers, those are the private
points hit.
crude oil inventories numbers that came out last night. I did see a draw of 4.495.
See if it can go for the 20. Got the 2-2 on the 5. There's 10 again. See a 2 down here on the 2. There it goes. High probability this 20 gets hit.
Your new name is Oatmeal Hands because you need to make money to afford the fresh produce that goes into a respectable salad. Do you maggots understand me? And what about you? Yes, you, the douchebag sitting in the ski chalet. MP, are you here to trade or to sip cocoa by the fire with a bunch of rich venture capitalist fuckers in Canada Goose Panty? Where are you from? Nebraska.
I'll move stops up to previous 1 minute high after this candle close.
A man who spent 18 years someplace so flat can't stay flat for 5 minutes between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. Now get out of my sight and expect an email.
See profit, take profit kind of morning.
Dismissed.
Damn.
So if this 1 minute goes 2 up, I'll be out.
Fantastic. That was
That was good.
I mean, you get put in your place. That's how you.
All right, all out NQ.
Coach T will be doing this to every program, so get ready.
Well, all that was going
Maybe
on,
I should type
Jay
correctly.
says the volume looked decent. There was a pretty good buyer that came in above 50,
Oh my gosh.
51. He likes a pullback to 54.
2 typos in a row. All out.
45 to get to look for a long. That's a pretty deep pullback.
All right, back to the sidelines on NQ. Got 10 points out of it.
Crude number.
And we've bounced. Just while all that was going on, that all happened.
Okay, so the pullback. Say that all one more time, summarized.
So, Coach Jay was saying there was some pretty good buying that came in above 51. He's looking for a deeper pullback for a potential long down to 45, 55, 45. As long as we kind of hold in the gap or at least above that 55, 49 level, we've got anchor, we've got session VWAP down to 55, 30, which, all roads lead to it. Is that an opportunity for us? Are we going to get there? That's really kind of the question. But as long as we're spending time above that 55, 40, 49 anchored VWAP off the all-time high, and we're inside that gap, I'm still looking for longs.
We'll pull back to 53s. We're talking about S&P, right?
Yeah, that was while Arlie Armory was yelling at us, saying from a guy from Nebraska, you have a hard time staying flat.
I heard. I heard it.
That was an incredible line.
I heard it.
Absolutely incredible line.
Can't stay flat for 5 minutes. That was great.
I can't say
1 minute remaining. I'll be leading with the
good.
EIA crude oil inventories.
Constructive criticism. Tough love.
Coach T fired up.
There's so many different personalities of Coach T.
Yeah, we just got the red ass.
We got the one on the performance dashboard, Andre, right?
Yep.
So guys, go there. You can see what Coach T AI takes all your data and spits out to you. It's pretty cool. It's actually really cool. You keep refreshing, keep grabbing new data and telling you things. And then you got this new Coach T. We got another Coach T coming to join us here at some point in the next 30 to 45 days.
Triple or quadruple fives, 5555 right here, MP.
What about it? I thought we're
10 seconds.
I thought you guys were saying lower.
Closing crude oil. News in 10 seconds.
Keep filling the gap to the upside. Yes.
Yes, I think Hogue said if we stay
A
above
draw of
50
3.436 million. million, a draw of 3.436 million. That's lower than the expected draw of 1.1 million. Gasoline inventories, a draw of 3.665 million, a draw of 3.665 million, lower than the expected draw of 1.29 million. Distillate inventories, a build of 1.534 million, a build of 1.534 million, higher than the expected draw of 0.9 million. Cushing inventories, a draw of 1.106 million, a draw of 1.106 million.
Inventories, they were looking at negative 1.29, coming in at negative 3.665. So there you have it.
Hey.
A little skewed here. And once again, Deanna, crude just sort of rolling over looking for a belly rub.
Yeah, correct. Very tame.
Trade down to 54.
I saw fives.
I think it got down to 53.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Well, 73% long Dow.
On one of those.
Yeah, ooh, what's your position, D?
Oh, so I had one where it went up, so I covered the initial slight loss that I had. So that put me up like 222, and now I'm in two lots 41,065, and aiming for 41,200. So currently in profit about 620. It's just a combine though.
If you want to talk about the move that...
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nick. Go ahead, Nick.
And Q making another leg up here.
In context of this, but with the move we just had, if you guys remember early in the fast market session, I sold my calls for about 400% profit. They are now worth almost 650%. So just a crazy move.
Wow.
All right, so we've got the initial balances established in the S&P and in the NASDAQ. The S&P is absolutely the strongest of them. It is holding above the initial balance low, which is 59 and a quarter. 59 and a quarter. So, you know, there is the possibility of a failed upside auction. But now we're kind of late to the party for longs.
Wow.
Watch it go now. Watch it go. Market loves to make a liar out of me. But I'm looking for this to kind of close that gap all the way up to 55.94 and a half.
94 and a half?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. We have resistance here. Coach Paul's got resistance right here, right now at 65s. Yes.
I can see it.
Okay.
A little
see what the options guys are doing.
I mean, you're stepping in front of a freight
no
train
surprise.
yet again.
Yeah, don't short it.
They're rolling it up. They're rolling it up to 55.72. So just as an FYI, guys, this is as much as trend rolls applies as I think you can get. I'd be looking for a pullback to actually buy.
All right, let's bang it out.
They are rolling the calls up.
6% long Dow, 63% long NQ. That's it for news. Royal, yep. All right. Next big number.
Initial balance is set.
All right, I took my Dow off.
Nice.
It's kind of struggling around the previous area where we kind of turned around earlier in the day. So yeah, that's 785 up.
Good trade.
Yeah, not bad. I like the Dow. I don't know why people hate on it so much.
Jack.
I started in the Dow in futures.
I know.
1 month after.
I won't hate on the Dow. I will hate on the Russell.
1 month after the contract opened. It was like 2002 or 3. YM. It was thinner than thin. It was whippier than the NASDAQ.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a $300 daily loss limit. So anybody that says you've never passed a trading combine, I say to you, yes, I did at a prop firm. They had me on a simulator. Loss limit 300. Show Kottke, Kottke.
280.
Neokaki. Yeah, 280s.
Neokaki.
That was the name of. That was a firm number.
That was the use a key term when you were calling that house out. Who's selling?
Oh, really?
Kaki. Like the
Yep.
turning of a key.
They had about 20 of us. They all put us on a simulator, brought us in the office, didn't pay us, said show us a $300 daily average without hitting your $300 daily loss limit, and we will give you a live account, and you get to keep 60%. Oh, and by the way, it's $1,200 a month to sit here.
So you're already down
my
$1,200.
desk was $3,000.
Yeah. That's insane.
I know. So when people do talk about, hey, where's your next promo next? I get it, but like $49 is where our lowest price. I mean, like Netflix is like $20 or something. Like there's never been a moment in time in the trading world ever where it's been so cost effective to get in.
No. You don't need a fancy education. You don't need a fancy education. You don't need a diploma from this, pipeline school.
$50.
Any of that stuff, man. Any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Look down the barriers to entry once and for all.
I don't know, Netflix gym membership, guys. How about that? Cheaper
Gold
than a gym
pulled
membership.
back right to the weekly kickoff high. 2467 is now back on the bid.
All right, gold is just closing the fair value gap here. And Q's still melting upwards.
He wasn't really part of
I'm certainly not looking to buy anything here.
They did a little beta test.
Looking at gold to reject this fair value gap. If it closes over 2471.1, then I'll probably consider getting out.
Hey, Jack, do you need a diploma? Diploma for Hindsight Capital?
I think you've seen a Patagonia vest.
Yeah, Jack's off. Jack had to swap out for JD. Speaking of that, let's get JD in here. We'll keep an eye on these Nasdaqs. Nasdaq's a couple ticks beneath all the highs of the day. Pull back here in the S&P. Let's throw it to JD. JD, we got some hot streaks and payouts.
Buy pullbacks.
Buy pullbacks.
Buy pullbacks. I like it.
So yeah, we now have
JD.
that initial balance as a potential 5560 in ES.
Yep, I was
All right, back to the markets. When you guys are ready, let me know. You guys say you're ready, let me know when you're ready, because when we're throwing it to you, we got to keep it moving here, guys. Chop, chop. All right, new highs here in the NASDAQ, pushing higher, 19,488, new high of the day. S&P still chop around 5564, half. A lot going on right now. Keep pushing here.
There's a low volume node down around 61 in the S&Ps. We got IB high, basically 59 half.
Pushing higher here. 5565. We got resistance here with Coach Paul.
So
Market's it's trying not to let us in.
No, it's not.
yeah, it's staying right on the highs here. We had our chance. Big Ben, what's the benefit of a prop firm if you can take the 1200 and go trade yourself?
Then you lose the 1200.
I would advise,
And then what?
nobody. Yes, I would advise nobody to ever go to the. Open up a brokerage account first with your kid's college fund. I lost $30,000. I lost $90,000 from the age of like 19 to 23. I had a vending company, not a rich uncle. I sell the vending company because I lost it all. The point of the story is $1,200 can't do shit in the market, and 90 grand not knowing how to trade is worthless. You got to know how to trade. So prop firms are absolutely the best place to start. So if it's not Top Step, then go to a good one, Trade Day or Earn to Trade. I always prop
Michael,
don't go anywhere else outside that.
To trade on the trading floor, to apply for a membership was $1,200.
Yeah, just to apply.
Just to apply.
Yeah, anybody who thinks you can get in the market in $1,200 and you've never traded before, and you just saw that guy just grew that account to a bazillion, stayed at a bazillion, and bought a Lambo and a yacht. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. A grind exists, and you got to find a safer place. It's not the safest because you're still, kind of paying money. So something's coming out of your pocket. There's no completely safe way to be in the markets, period. And then get your 10,000 hours on screen. Working with the right people.
I was waiting for it. 19,487 last trade. 19,494 high of the day in the Nasdaq. Kind of just drifting here. If we go back to the drifting higher, the zombie rally days going into.
Really, I'd just like to see NQ give some sort of short signal for me.
FOMC day.
Dropping 30 points in a 1 minute candle right now. This is exactly why I'm not interested in longs. But it's got a ways to go in terms of providing market structure before I'm interested in shorts.
FTMO, those guys are badass. I like them. That's if you want to do FX. Again, if you're a deal shopper, get out of the business. You're gonna just give people your money. Like I feel no sympathy for anybody at Apex. You just said you lost 10 grand, and you guys shop. You shop. It's not a shopping business.
Yeah, Hoop says it.
Pullback
59,
right?
Yeah, here's pullback. First pullback. I mean,
and yes, it's pulling back.
60s, 60s, right here. 6 is 5-point pullback right here, right now.
Yeah, NQ back in initial balance.
I like it.
Closing in on Hope's favorite time to say, are we going to have a failed auction here?
Oh, boy. What price did we get MP?
6-1.
6-1.
20 times.
Are we short?
No, we're long.
Okay. I was going to say, I'm not short.
Pullback. We were just talking about this. We saw why the pullbacks plus 20.
I don't know. Sometimes it's just I hear the order filled and I'm like,
sellers here now.
What did we do?
Sellers, yep.
Somebody earlier goes, these guys are all clueless. Maybe we are.
We all
Would you say our risk on this is back in the initial balance, below 59.5 at our risk?
Okay, 59.5. I put a
71% long tilt in the NQ.
Does that sound good, D?
Yeah. So we're looking for a further move upside.
Right.
Not long.
I mean, we have to hold above initial balance if this is going to continue.
So
we just
back
had a bit
inside
of a
the initial
sell-off.
balance is our risk.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure you and I concur on that.
Yeah, so I mean, if it goes below 55.55, that's going to be over for the longs, at least for the time being. But as long as we're holding above 55.60, there's a decent chance that we continue higher.
Jeez, this would be
What were you going to say, Andre?
We got the gap. No, we say,
probabilities.
I thought we were. Good morning, Bulls. Good morning, Coach Dakota. I think we're talking about the gap fill to the upside. I think we're looking for a move to what 90s, John? 56? No. Gap fill.
It was 94,
what price?
wasn't it?
94.
Yeah, gap filled up to 94.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kate Trader, give the keys for Nick for a tick. Maybe he can make it back. We're all working together. House account isn't me only. I'm putting the size on, sure, and then I'll press the button. But it's just a combination of the talk out that we're doing, from D to Nick to Hoagland has a team of folks underneath him to Coach Jay. JD's got a team underneath them of people that are kind of providing their thoughts, and then we kind of collect those and then feed them to this conversation. And Nick does have the keys to an account that he's trading really well in.
Yeah, he does.
So.
All right, now a revisit up to this fair value gap, and then a rejection short. I'd be looking to get in short on that rejection short. That was a lot of short in one sentence. But I'm also totally okay sitting on my hands until FOMC tonight, this afternoon.
Hold the line.
You see, I grabbed my bowl.
What's up, Jesse?
What is the magic 8
Who's that?
It's Mario.
Oh, Mario, good to see you, man.
Yeah, I'm just
a very terrible trader. I'm just gonna say
just closed on my business last night, so.
Oh, nice. Is that finalized or?
Well, for that's one location. We got another one I gotta do here in Dallas. So.
How many do you have? You said
two.
one more. Okay.
Yeah, one more.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Yeah, once that gets done.
You been getting in any swings lately?
Yeah. I got out of that PDD.
Nice.
One. I've been trying to.
It's broken.
I haven't had a whole lot of time to do my own analysis, so
Sure. Yeah, I'm
you know, full board, just watching your channel right now.
yeah, I'm hot and heavy after FOMC looking at swings.
I was gonna say, I was like, man, I'm jonesing for another one.
Defending here.
Yeah,
Need more, man. The first one's free. That's what you should say.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully you made some on PDD.
Oh yeah. I got out. I think. I know it was down for a while, but then I think I got out. I just do. Right now. I don't have a large account, so I'm just doing one.
Right.
How many do you normally do when you're trimming like that? Are you doing a percentage? Not really contract wise, but like are you just doing like a 25, 25, 25, 25 type of
right.
trim?
Okay. Yeah. For swings, it's different than day trades. Day trades, I'm more aggressive at trimming quicker. So like I'm 50% out usually on first trim.
Oh, okay, 50%.
On day trades. On swings, I'm less. I'm probably 10 to 25%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but because I'm buying contracts of all value, like PDD was in the $2 range, but I'll do debit spreads to get down to like the $1 range. So because of the difference, I trim based on percentage because I'm trying to risk about the same. So the percentage should keep my risk to reward on the back end pretty stabilized.
Gotcha. Okay.
Also, that CL short was money I just didn't want to hold through the 10:30 news. Dang.
Charles Chapman, Fed day could be a well.
Oh, it even got an ICT entry there on the 2-minute.
You never know.
Double
What's your
dang.
thoughts long term on gold?
Long term on gold.
Like I'm talking, I've been holding a position since it was down in the 2000 range, and I'm like, I need to just cut it. It was a sell short, but
yeah, gold is a risk off asset, right? So while the market is getting its appetite to go risk on again, it's going to see some more short opportunities than long opportunities. So I think especially I think the next meeting is in September for federal funds rate. I think it's September. Let me look at it. I think it's September.
Yeah, I think August they skip, don't they, for the summer? I don't know.
Look, CPI is August. Yes, they do skip August. Yeah, so September 18th. And that's going to be pretty much Q4 as well, which is historically can be bullish for the market. So if we cut rates in September, I would expect gold to drop below 2,200 for sure. Or what is this? 2,300.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, get back a little bit.
It's kind of just flagging right now. Once it leaves this little box here, I would be anticipating the downside.
Yeah, it's not costing me a whole lot. I just did one little CFD lot, 0.01 lot on it and stuff.
Gotcha.
So I mean, what's the big deal? But
what's your average?
2075. I was just looking for a little bit of a retrace to get out.
2075. Are you short or long?
2075. I'm short. No, I'm short.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a little bit of a retrace. Look at it. Yeah. I mean, look at it. Just went straight up for. I was like, good gosh. I was like, I thought there would be a little bit of a retrace. But
Yeah. This. I see.
my swap fees are making now costing me more than just hold. I was like, man, I just need to cut them. Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they're each down to like $300 or something.
Yeah. I mean, it comes to a point where you have to ask yourself, is my money better will I get a better risk to reward investing this in something like, swing trading, like the equity that you're fighting with right now?
Yeah.
That's
what I was just waiting for, a little bit of a retrace to make up for some of that, but
right. Yeah. Long term, I do think gold is going to be under 2,300, but that's could be too.
It's a lot of swap fees away.
Yeah. What is the swap fee per day? A couple bucks.
see. It's trade locker.
Oh.
20 less. Yeah.
See the swap fee on this one.
Where we start, and if we were liking the position, I would think we would want to add that.
Well, I just made a stupid mistake, and I was looking it up, and I just closed out the whole thing. So,
well, there's that.
Hey, thanks Jesse for getting me out of this.
So there's that.
Yeah, there's one gone. Swap fees are $23
a day
already. No. I've had this since. Oh, I'm embarrassed right now. March 1st.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but
no, it's not bad.
You're better off.
I probably just need to cut this last one and be done with it, not wait on it. All right, I'm going to do it anyways. Thanks, Jesse.
Well, before FOMC, I think it's a viable decision.
Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and I just cut them out. Start from scratch on that one. Of course, I need to get rid of that account. I just don't like CFD accounts anymore.
I've been thinking about going onto a forex firm just for that pre-market swings, from doing like a 5 or 15 minute chart, and but I wouldn't trade CFDs. Who are you trading CFDs through?
KOT.
Okay, haven't heard of them.
It's at KOT Forex. Well, they're one of the few that actually, and I like the platform. Like, I'm trading on my mobile really easily, and they use it looks like TradingView. It's Trade Locker instead of MT4.
Okay.
5. It's a great.
Oh,
system.
it's not a U.S. bro. Oh, it's Jamaica.
Oh yeah. No.
Gotcha.
No.
Yeah, because U.S. users can't trade CFDs.
And I can't trade gold or anything like that. Yeah.
Right.
And that's the other risk I have with it. I mean, there's only like $1,100 in there, so
right.
I might just take it back and just put it.
Yeah, I mean, with your swings record, you'd be better. You'd make that realized loss up pretty quick.
The what?
With your swing trading record, you'd make that loss up pretty quick.
Yeah, man, you just need to quit this whole day trading thing. Let's just concentrate on swings.
Hey, the day trades can get me some 5-hour days pretty quick.
Oh, I know. I haven't.
But for you, it can be distracting for now.
Yeah, exactly.
For your journey.
Yeah.
Gives us another bullet.
The market's been pretty. I haven't been able to get on. The market's been pretty active. You've been doing pretty good with these.
It's been going up, but
yeah.
I haven't been.
I mean, the past few weeks, it seems like it's just kind of way down.
Yeah, we've gotten some good days. Some days have been tricky where it looks directional when you look back at the day, but in the moment you're just kind of like trying to buy here. Like, yeah, it looks like if you just hit long at any point, you'd be good. But in reality, we know that, like if I pulled it up a little bit ago, like every one of these 2-minute candles have an unbelievable lower wick. Like, look at these two here. It's like, we opened at 420 and we closed at 422, but the damage done was 427 down to 398. So like, yeah, we're getting some movement, but if you're able to hold through 30-point drawdowns and then still have, confidence in your trade, then maybe you'd be doing well.
Did you change to just watching 2-minute?
I'm trying to get off of the 1 minute just from all the fake outs, but I will go down to the 1 minute mostly for market structure, but the 2-minute triggers are nice. The only gripe I have with the 2 minute is you have to have wider stops unless you're willing to get stopped out before it's invalidated on a technical standpoint. But I do like the 2 minute. Danny actually brought it up to me. He said he's been using it a lot, and so I looked at it, and it definitely gives less fake outs.
10-10 as well. Does Danny do the 10-10?
I think he does, yeah.
That we were talking about.
Yeah, I think he does 10-10 and then trims. Mine are essentially 10-10, although I've been taking more full R stops recently than before, but my average stop is not 20 points typically.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does, I think, a 10-10 bracket, which can be good as long as you are using stop orders
right at the
to
top
get
here,
in.
this shows the price action.
I guess you can
Yeah.
use limits, but definitely not market.
On the NQ during the New York session, going back 3 years. So the data we're looking at is FOMC performance.
Yeah, we got
back the last 26
5 minutes, and then this is probably just gonna do what it's doing right now. I'd expect, not essentially, I'd expect it to do something like this and just close right back where we started before FOMC.
Leading up to the announcement. There's two different reports here. What the right now we're looking at an initial negative reaction. The times down below here are Eastern time. So this black bar here represents 1 o'clock when the report first comes out. This is a negative reaction report. Next one we're going to look at is a positive action report. All right. So first, the negative reaction report. Here's the price action leading up to the announcement at 1 o'clock. We've got slow grind higher, pullback between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, which we just kind of saw. Slow grind higher, pullback between 11:45 and 12:15. Slow grind higher. Negative reaction right as the announcement comes out. Now, what this is also saying is, over the last 26 meetings, when you have a very negative FOMC reaction right as the announcement comes out, you have a very, very high probability of that entire down move retracing within the next half hour. So keep this in mind. Right now, we're shaping up. Price action we're seeing right now is kind of showing us that we might be seeing a negative reaction to the FOMC announcement right at 1 o'clock. So keep this in mind when that report comes out. If you see a big spike down, the probabilities, this is pure data driven. This is unbiased data, market performance right here. If you see that huge spike down, there's a high probability that in the next half hour, that price action or that move will retrace itself and start moving higher. On the opposite end, if you have a positive reaction right at 1 o'clock, you see the price action leading up to it. Very choppy session leading up to it. We're not really getting that today. We're getting a nice slow grind higher leading up to it. But if you have that positive reaction right at 1 o'clock when the announcement comes out, you have a higher probability of follow through in the following half hour than you do of another pullback and then some negative price action going into the end of the day. So just providing a little context into that edge flow report that we were talking about earlier. Hope that makes sense to you guys.
The upside. Yep. I like those guys.
Cool. All right, now let's get to, we're just going to do yesterday's best live funded P&Ls. We're going to skip hot streaks today while we're assessing some new data sets.
Thanks, Dustin.
Actually, Dustin broke the mold yesterday. He put up $100. I think he's been listening to us.
He has been listening.
I don't think he wants to get booted off the list quite just yet.
Dustin.
Anyway, here are yesterday's best live funded P&Ls. All right, all these traders trading live accounts, outstanding days trading the Nasdaq. Nothing but Nasdaq trades on this list. Chun 17 grand, Eddie with close to 14 grand. Soren took home $5,700. Bin with 2,500, and Che close to 4,500. Again, all these traders trading the Nasdaq.
Wow.
Also got some payout numbers for you. Want to see some payouts? Let's see some payouts. Yesterday's totals.
Wow.
$719,000. Foreign payouts, average payout $1,790. Big day for those. Big day for payouts in general at Top Step. All right. Yesterday's top
maybe
payouts.
a record day. I don't
Nick,
know.
are you in that?
All right.
Be
long, 17, short, 10.
My,
long 10.
Go over, and then I'm going to probably take a payout
Short.
on my other XFAs. So I haven't taken a payout in July, but I'm going to do one here as my balances kind of settle.
Here are the big ones from yesterday, though. Workham, 27 grand. He took that out of 4 XFAs. Zoe took close to 19 out of 1 XFA. John pulled some money out of the live account. 16,760 grand for John trading in the live funded account. Patricia, 2 XFAs, over 15 grand. And King pulled some dough out of a single XFA. Almost $13,000 out of a single XFA.
Huh.
All right. I will join you in just a few more minutes for the leaderboard. Be back shortly.
Thank you.
Andre, that
50's
410 long.
Yeah, that's the level.
Literally 411 to the tick and just took off.
And
So
if you
Epi,
look at
you were asking what are we learning? So, well, one thing that I can see here is that we tagged 55, 49, 75.
That was the one.
that's
Right
that
below the
anchored
round
VWAP.
number. Yeah, and it's also a round number. So we went back up. So the idea was correct. It's just stop loss.
All right, I am closing gold and shutting it down for the morning. There is a good chance I'll be here in the afternoon. I have to verify I don't have any plans, but I'm picking up some groceries at 2, which will hopefully hold me past 2:30. And then, like I said, good chance I'll be here for FOMC and live streaming. So I will. I'll probably see you guys later. We'll do the free chat for FOMC just because we don't usually do that. Let me see, Danny. I just saw your message. I've been working on widening them a bit, stretched to 15 to avoid some volatility wicks and stuff. Gotcha. Yeah, Huey does 15. And then obviously I do 20. I've been thinking about doing 20, but moving stops to break even at 10. Just to have more on the table at 20, but honestly, what I'm doing is working well for me. Obviously, the 1 hour accounts, I just take all off at 10 usually, unless it's moving well, and then I'll hold through 20. But I always trim at 10, regardless. But anyway, I'll see you guys more than likely for FOMC. So just make sure if you're gonna keep trading, use stop losses, leave some capital for the afternoon sesh, and I'll see you then. Love you all. See you in the afternoon. Bye, guys.
You're right. But this was a